Hey, this is Jerry Caius, and I'm just going to be talking about information. And this is the most important thing that anybody in the world will ever have to know because knowing certain information will definitely change your life. This is why someone will like learn the Quran and do stuff that is affected by that information in that book. Someone else would learn the the mitzvahs, and because of those laws, they're not gonna they're not gonna shave, or they're never gonna talk to you or something like that. But then the point is, all of the information in the world is there to give you transformation. So information transforms, or in some cases deforms a person, because all of this is about formation. So when something is being formed, it means that it's coming into being. When something is being formed, it means that it is coming into a certain formation. So this formation determines the practical use or the utility of the actual information or knowledge gained through the interaction. So when you have information, what you actually are saying is that you have a certain inner formation. When you have information, it is something that comes inside of you and starts forming something. So it is something that is morphing you. So all of the information is like Morpheus. So you see that when Neo came to Morpheus, Morpheus is an actual name for dreams. So Morpheus is the son of sleep and the brother of fantasy. So the dream, because this is why Neo, Trinity said to Neo, like, don't lie to him because he knows more than you can imagine, which is exactly what a dream is. A dream knows more than you can imagine. So Neo is in the dream world, and Morpheus is the dream. So he goes in there, and then Morpheus gives him the information about the dream world, the matrix. So all that there is in this matrix is that there is this information. Just as Morpheus said, that all that's happening here is putting us in a certain form, which is a battery form, which is what he showed Neo. And this form is just depleting us because now we have to move in a certain formation. We have to work a 9 to 5 or 8 to 10, whatever, 8 to 10 p.m. that is. And we just have to conform to this society to be in a uniform and not be exposed to different things that will threaten the actual system. So this is the information that he actually got, and this information gave him a different reality. He became the one. He saved the world, and so all of the information will put you in a certain formation. So all that there is in the universe is actual information. The only reason why people have sex or reproduce is so that they could reproduce their own information. So information is so important. And when we talk about information, we can never, ever, ever, ever forget about our ancestors, because everyone has a person who gives them life. So this life contains in it certain information. So look at the ancestor like a person being born, but then when they're born, they're given certain things that they don't need to build themselves, or that they don't need to start from scratch themselves. So it's like you already have a certain form, and your form or your information actually is your DNA. This is the strands of DNA that spiral, and to spiral is to have a spirit. So this is your inspiration. So everything that inspires you is coming in a spiritual form, or that is spiraling like Jacob's ladder. So all of the information is like that. And and when you consider the fact that you have a heritage, then you appreciate the information that is before you, or the information that is in your family, or in your blood, or in your genes. And sometimes you actually despise it because this information could be a deformation. So when you look at it, you have a royal family, for example, and they have a heritage, and this heritage is preserved through information, through informing the heir that you are royalty, you are in charge of this realm, this is how you take over, this is how you do it, and these are your ancestors, this is how Prince Charles did it, this is how you're supposed to do it. So all of this is information that puts them in a certain formation, that puts them in a certain form of mind, that gives them a certain formation. A formation is a movement, so it gives them a certain way of moving, a certain poise, a certain posture. So all of these are affected by information. Like your posture is actually information because that is the form you're in. So your posture is going to tell you, like right now, just look at your posture right now. Are you slouching? Are you hunched back right now? Like, are you hunching over your screen? Are you like whatever the posture is? This is a certain formation that you are in. So knowing the information will get you in a certain different pattern, because every patent is actually information that is being coded in a certain way. So the pattern or habit that you are living in is a certain formation, it's a certain movement. So this is the information that is natural to a lion or to a tiger when the tiger is hunting in a jungle, because they know that, all right, the pattern of the gazelle is such. So through this they're able to know the pattern or get the information. So you have to know that everything happens in patterns. Everything has a pattern. Just like how you build a house, you need a certain pattern. There's a certain way that people build houses, and you're not going to change that overnight, but that's the information we have, that when you have brick, you put the mortar here, the cement here, you like put the corners like this, and this is how people have been building houses. This is the information we have. And if you get a certain type of information that transforms this process, then you are now transforming your area, and through this you can get economic compensation, etc. So knowing information is something that's going to change your life, and that will change everybody's life, because knowledge is power. So when you have this ability, then you have a certain currency, because knowledge is KNOW, which is actually K and now. Okay, now. So it's a silent K, it's an invisible K. So it's just now. Knowledge is now. So now is something that's current, like current affairs, current events, current weather patterns. So something that is current is a currency, a current of electricity. So this is why knowledge is power, because you can use your knowledge now. So this is if it's true knowledge, because this knowledge is always actionable. If it's information, because information is already a verb, it's already static, it's already moving, it's already active. That's why it's information, it's forming, it's coming into being. So just like the way that your body grows, since you are just full of information from your ancestors in your DNA, you're just growing and growing and growing in a certain formation. You don't even have to think about it, because you already have that information in you. So that's why you're still forming. So you're always getting new information. But the thing is, you have to know the purpose of it, or actually what is going on. When you're getting this information, what you're doing is you're learning, you're growing, you're being. This is what a human being is, because forming is being. So a human in formation is what you are. So a human in formation, so which means that you can do whatever you want to do, because forming is creating. This is why you are a creator, just like the creator. So it's all in how you process that type of information. So knowing how to actually understand information, how to take in information is very important. How to listen is very important. And this is why listening is actually an anagram for silent, which means that listen and silent have the same letters. So listening is part of silence. So being silent is to listen. You can't listen if you're not silent. And I've been observing myself, and I've noticed that most of my problems in life have come because I was slow to listen. I was too into the thing, because this is my nature. Like, I just like doing different things. So sometimes I won't listen to anybody who has a different opinion, and I'll just do what I want to do because I want to do it, and this is my life. So this has been a problem because I didn't get in a certain formation. So I didn't get certain pieces of formation. So this was a problem. So had I been silent and listened, then I would have been able to gain more information. So if you make your life about information, then you move in a different formation. You have a different inward formation. And this will change everything. Because the only reason why the metamorphosis of a butterfly happens is because it has the ability to be still. It has the ability to listen. Like, while it's there, it's not doing anything. It's just still. And it also is in a process of gaining information, which is literally the formation that it takes. It is an in formation, in a cocoon formation. So knowing this science, knowing this reality, will give you a different awakening to what is required of you. That there are going to be times when nothing seems to be moving, but in that time period, what you're doing is that you're being formed inwardly, because you're getting certain information that, all right, things don't always move the way that I think they will. You're always getting informed. So it's all about this formation, because you're always growing, you're always spiraling. So this spiral is what the formation in you looks like. So sometimes it's going to look like your life is spiraling out of control. But this is just because this is what information in the form of DNA double helix looks like. It's just spiraling out of control. But just know that it has a certain formation, and everything is in balance. As long as you know the causes and the effects, which is still information, because a cause will have an effect. Like, for example, alright, this rock, this stone is gonna drop, right? So the effect was that it dropped, but the cause was that I let it go. It was in my hand because the cause, because right, everything can be answered, or can be interrogated with the word because everything has a cause, and you can say because to anything. So everything has that cause. So this causality is the most important information that you actually get or gain, because when you know causality, then you know the causes. So causality will give you the ability to realize what creates the formation, what creates the pattern. If I want to make another stone drop, what is the causality that has created that formation in the past, and what will likely probably create that formation in the future? Because information is about that relationship with time, space, and matter. So you have to look at past information to know what is likely to happen in future information. You have to look at information from different angles and from different areas. So if you're the type of person who's able to be still and listen to yourself, be still and listen to others, to be still and hear what others have to say. This is information. This is how you get formed. This is how you change forms and transform. And there is no other way. So I really thank you for making it to the end of the video, if you didn't skip forward, because nowadays a lot of people don't even have the time to be still. So I've noticed that we don't even finish the things that we start, because this has become a habit. This has become the formation. So if you're the type of person who actually finishes what they start, then it means that you're in the right formation. It means that you're moving in the right formation. So if you did do that, then I salute you. So thank you a lot for watching this, and I'll see you soon. So take care, and thanks a lot. God bless.